Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna talk about the mask squeeze, why it happens and how to avoid it. And if you're first time here, my name is Sergey, I'm a freediving instructor trainer, and on this channel I'm helping you to become a better and safer freediver. So first of all, the good news. Mask squeeze doesn't happen often. So this is a good news. It's really rarely that someone have a mask squeeze. If you remember the theory from your freediving course, you probably remember that the reason why you have a nose pocket on your mask is that you need to equalize the airspace inside your mask. Because as you remember, when you're descending, when you're freediving, the airspaces, any airspaces is compressing more and more because the pressure is increasing, and this is why this airspace, as any other airspaces, need to be equalized. How we do it? Through our nose, we just put some air inside the mask and the mask is equalized. The second good news that most of the people do it automatically, without any thinking. People just adding some air inside the mask and the mask is equalized. So for example, when you're diving, you're pinching your nose for your equalization, and then when you release the fingers, when you unpinch your nose, then the air from your nose escape inside the mask, and then the mask is equalized. What to do if you're unlucky and you don't do it automatically? You can exhale a little bit inside your mask, and the mask is going to be equalized. So one more time, as I said, it doesn't happen often. It's really rarely. For the last 5 years, since I'm teaching in our school, we have it maybe only a couple of times. At least I remember once. I think I remember second time as well. Yeah, I remember 2 times when someone had a little mask squeeze when they was freediving on the first level. And how you can see that person have a mask squeeze after the dive? The person have a little bit reddish eye. It can be just like a little red spot in the eye, or maybe depends how severe the mask squeeze. It can be the whole area which is normally white is becoming red. It's not that dangerous for your health as far as I know, but you definitely need to stop freediving until this problem disappears. So this is how mask squeeze looks like. But why did it happen? I think there is a few reasons. Reason number one, someone putting the mask too tight on the face, right? There is a strap on the mask, and then some people afraid that the water is going to go inside the mask. They're nervous, and this is why what I see quite often, they put their mask really tight. And it's not a good idea, especially for a certain type of masks. Sometimes the mask is going to be so tight that air can be added inside the nose pocket, but because the mask is really tight on your face, this air is not escaping inside the mask itself, and this is why the mask stay unequalized. So this is the reason number one, the mask strap is too tight. So make sure you don't do it. If you're feeling the mask is still leaking, maybe change the mask, maybe readjust it, ask your instructor how to do it, he will help you. The second reason, and this is what happens once with one of my students. She was freediving on the first level and she was trying to inhale on the way down. So she was diving and she was nervous, and on the way down, after equalizing and releasing her nostrils, she was trying to inhale her mask, inhale the air from her mask. And this is not a good idea because you're creating some kind of negative pressure in your mask, and this is how it's becoming really difficult to equalize. So don't do this. How to avoid it? First of all, again, try to be a little bit more relaxed. I know it's a general advice, it's easy to say, more difficult to do, but when you are not relaxed, when you're stressed, when you're almost panic, then this is how such mistakes can happen. So be a little bit more relaxed. Maybe practice wearing the mask on the surface, or maybe when you are in a pool, practice how to exhale a little bit air inside the mask. Okay, so the second reason, if you are inhaling on your way down, obviously you don't want to do it. And the third reason, and this is what was case number 2 in our school, one girl was freediving and she was doing constant weight. So we started the session, we started with a free immersion, and with free immersion she was doing fine, because remember, in free immersion you're equalizing and then you need to release your fingers to pull the line. So she was not having any problem with equalizing the mask. However, when she started doing constant weight, again she was really stressed, and on her way down she was pinching the nose as hard as possible for the equalization and kicking down. And the problem with this situation, that as soon as you pinch your nose, right, you pinch your nose tightly for equalization, now the air is not escaping from your nose, now your mask is going to be unequalized. So how to deal with this? It's pretty simple. This is what I'm teaching for all of my students, and again, most of the time they understand it pretty quickly, that when you're equalizing, you pinch, you equalize, and then you release. You don't need to remove your arm, you don't need to do this movement, it's unnecessary movement. However, you equalize, release, equalize, release. In this case, when you release your fingers, then the mask is going to be equalized. If you feel that your mask is still not equalized, you can try to exhale inside the mask. If it still doesn't work, make sure you turn, come up, and talk with your instructor. Guys, for sure, if you feel that your mask becoming too tight, 100% don't continue your dive. Don't make it worse. If something is not working, in freediving we have many attempts. It's not the competition, so always you can turn, come up to the surface, tell your instructors that there is some weird sensation, something wrong with my mask, I feel some extra pressure, what I need to do, and then for sure your instructor will help you to avoid such problems or any other problems. Okay guys, this was a video how to avoid mask squeeze. Hopefully you're never gonna have it. Hopefully this video was useful for you. If it was useful, don't forget to click the like button, and I will see you next time.